Hello and welcome back to the 1000 Days of No Code and AI Challenge. We are moving on to the next phase. We heard a lot of you ask us to cover about ElevenLabs in detail, and that's exactly what we are going to do in this series. You all might have already heard when it comes to voice cloning, it is ElevenLabs. So ElevenLabs actually helps you clone your own voice and get it much similar to your original voice. So if you want to play with your own voice using AI, then this series is for you. We will cover everything from basics to how do you clone your own voice, which then can be used in any videos. So stay tuned and let's get started. So we have already done a couple of videos on ElevenLabs, but this series will be in detail, right? So when you create your account on ElevenLabs, you have two things. One is Eleven Creative and then 11 agents, right? This is build and manage your AI agent. Right now we are covering 11 Creative, and once we are done with this, we will go to agents. So in Creative, we have text to speech, voice changer, voice isolator, sound effects, music, and so on and so forth. Today, let's check out text to speech, right? So I'll click on this. It's a very simple thing. You just give the script here, you select the voice, make some fine tuning and generate the voice, right? So it'll actually read out whatever you have mentioned in the voice that you have selected. Let's quickly check it. Hey there, welcome to the ElevenLabs V3 test. I have to say, this is pretty incredible.
Hey there, welcome to the ElevenLabs V3 test. I have to say, this is pretty incredible. Let me tell you a secret. This model can understand emotions in ways the older versions simply couldn't.
Let me add a very simple script, and that is going to be ElevenLabs is an AI-powered creative and voice platform for generating ultra-realistic speech, music, sound effects, and media, plus deploying real-time voice and chat agents in dozens of languages, right? So here we can go and select the voice, and these are the voices that we have already added to our account. But if you want to explore, you can explore from here, and you can also filter it out from languages. So for example, English, right? And you can select now accent. Let's say for example, Indian. You can also select the category from here, right? Let's say this is education, and you can also select the gender from here. Okay, male, female, neutral, and so on and so forth. Let's go with male for now, and you can listen it here.
Flying on the wind, dreams take their course.
That was weird.
The vast universe of technology is an endless adventure.
Yeah, this sounds good. So I'll select this and say copy voice ID.
Flying.
The vast universe.
So I'll select this one. Okay, so you can see here that got selected. So I just selected this particular voice, and you can see the speed is shown, the stability, similarity, style exaggeration, right? And language override and so on and so forth is already set. But if you want to make some changes, you could do that here as well. Now, once you are done with this, just click on generate speech. It'll take a few seconds.
ElevenLabs is an AI-powered creative and voice platform for generating ultra-realistic speech, music, sound effects, and media, plus deploying real-time voice and chat agents in dozens of languages.
Now, what I can also do is we have my own voice recorded. Okay, that is available over here. Professional voice clone. So you can check it out. In the whispers of the forest, botany tells tales of ancient growth. So I'll select this one and click on generate speech. ElevenLabs is an AI-powered creative and voice platform for generating ultra-realistic speech, music, sound effects, and media, plus deploying real-time voice and chat agents in dozens of languages. Does this sound like me? Yes, of course. So we've already done a video which explains how do you clone your own voice, and if you have not watched it yet, please do go ahead and watch that and clone your own voice. Now, one of the things I intentionally missed was this one, models. By default, it will be V2, but we also have V3 now. As we can see, 11 V3, the most expressive model, supports 70 plus languages, requires more prompt engineering than our previous models. Okay, let's check this out. So I'm going to select this, and when we select it, you can see here we can add more speakers. So for example, this is me. We can add more speakers, and we can select what is the voice for that particular user, right? So let's say, for example, we'll go with some other voice. Let's play this.
Libraries are the keys that unlock through every age. With every breath. In a major development this evening,
Go somewhere you know nothing.
Okay, let's go with this one, right? And we can add any text here. Let's say, for example, ElevenLabs. Okay, let me get. Hey there, welcome to the ElevenLabs V3 test. I have to say, this is pretty.
ElevenLabs is an AI-powered creative and voice platform for generating ultra-realistic speech, music, sound effects, and media, plus deploying.
Hey there! Welcome to the ElevenLabs V3 test. I have to say, this is pretty incredible. Let me tell you a secret. This model can understand emotions in ways the older versions simply couldn't. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this really AI, or is there a person
So I'm just changing the prompt over here. I'm going to add the second speaker, and we selected Payal. And let me add her script here, right? So you can see here I've added some emotions like excited, laughing, whispers, nervous, clear throat, chuckles, and so on and so forth. Likewise for Payal, I've added a few things. Okay, now let's click on generate speech, and let's see what happens.
Hey there, welcome to the ElevenLabs V3 test. I have to say, this is pretty incredible. Let me tell you a secret.
You can see it actually starts with excitement, and then it also makes me laugh. Okay, just check it.
This model can understand emotions in ways the older versions simply couldn't. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this really AI, or is there a person
Did you hear me clearing my throat?
couldn't? Now I know what you're thinking. Is this really AI, or is there a person behind this?
but here's the thing. These audio tags give you complete control over delivery. You can be cheerful and bright, or melancholic and reflective, or even frustrated and intense. Oh, I almost forgot to show you the reaction sounds. These really bring the performance to life.
You could see that the emotions and everything was actually taken care in the voice, right? And whenever we are generating, it generates two versions. Let's quickly check the second one.
Hey there, welcome to the ElevenLabs V3 test. I have to say, this is pretty incredible. Let me tell you a secret. This model can understand emotions in ways the older versions simply couldn't. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this really AI, or is there a person behind this?
But here's the thing. These audio tags give you complete control over delivery. You can be cheerful and bright, or melancholic and reflective, or even frustrated and intense. Oh, I almost forgot to show you the reaction sounds. These really bring the performance to life.
I think the second version actually took care of the emotions with much more intense, right? You could see that the clear throat was crisp, and you could also hear the chuckles at the end. And even over here, whenever she was talking about angriness or showing anger, okay, where she spoke about even frustrated and intense, the intense word was actually intensified, right? We have Whenever we are testing, also we observed that generation 2 was slightly better than generation 1. I'm not sure if there is some settings by default which makes generation 2 better in terms of the emotional handling. But yeah, you can add multiple speakers, you can give their voices, and you can actually do it like a podcast or something like that. Now let me quickly take you to Emergent. In one of the previous videos, we also showcased how do we use ElevenLabs Voice in the applications which was built using Emergent. I'll quickly show you the example that we built on Emergent using ElevenLabs Voice so that you understand what are the different use cases that actually can be used. It's taking some time to waking up the agent. So I'll click on preview. So we can actually generate some stories here. Okay, child name, let's say 5 years old. Interest, let's say space, universe, and so on and so forth. Click on generate story. So it's actually creating the magic right now. Let's wait. And this is a story, but what it also does is it'll generate the audio for us. And this is using ElevenLabs. It may take a few seconds, so let's just wait for it. Okay, so it has created a story for us. Not just that, it's actually generating audio narration for us. It'll take a few seconds. Let's just wait for it, and then I will make you hear the story. Again, this is using ElevenLabs API. We have already shared how do we do this in one of our previous videos.
Once upon a time, in a cozy little room, lived a sweet girl named Rika. Rika was 5 years old, and more than anything, she loved looking out her window at the big, dark sky. She dreamed of all the twinkling stars and the mysterious moon, imagining faraway planets spinning in the universe. One night, as Rika
Now, you could also download this particular audio so that you can play it for your kids. Okay, this is just the beginning. So get your ElevenLabs account done if you have still not done it, and give this a try. And we will be covering more in the coming videos. Stay tuned, share it with all your friends so that they can also come on board with ElevenLabs. And let's all play with our voices and make it famous. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.